What's up everyone and welcome back to the AD Academy. Now today this video is going to be a little shorter because I'm going to talk about the cheat recall. In my previous video you've probably seen an example of the cheat recall, but today I'm going to show you a few different situations how to set up a cheat recall. Now for the basics, most of you by this time will know how to set up a cheat recall, which is just to slow push the first two waves, and then the third wave will be a cannon wave. You want to hard push that wave into the tower, giving you free time to recall by an extra Doran's Blade or a Cull, get back to lane, and if executed properly you will only have lost like 2 minions, and so you're gonna be quite even in CS, with the difference that you have a Cull or an extra Doran's Blade, so you will have the item advantage. And it's called a cheat recall because it's not fair to the opponent if they don't know how to play against it. So yeah, that's why it's a cheat recall. But what happens if people are trying to fight you while you're trying to set up a cheat recall? So that's the first situation. Let's look into that. Here we have an example where I don't have to leash for my jungler, because as you can see he's at blue buff, and yeah, the red buff we don't have to really do anything. So let's just go into the lane. So right here I'm just pushing, I'm hitting the first minion, the melee minion, 3 times. Now let me tell you my support. This is lowish elo. It's about gold 4 MMR I think, or maybe high gold already. Yeah, maybe it's like gold 3 MMR. Let's say it's gold, mid gold. So this support probably doesn't really know what I'm doing here, doesn't know about the cheat recall. I probably should have told him at the start of this game, but yeah, that's why she executed that minion. Didn't really have to do that. It doesn't screw up my cheat recall, but it doesn't really help either. It does help that the Ezreal is pushing as well here, so I'm just gonna match his push, but push just a bit harder. But again, you can see that the Lulu, she's trying to poke and fight as much as possible, but I'm not looking to do that. I'm just slow pushing here. I could go for an auto attack on the Ezreal here and there, but he's staying far back. So as long as I don't have to, I'm just gonna show you the example of the setting up the cheat recall. So right here we have just slow pushed the first 2 waves, and as you can see it's just a tiny bit too hard, probably because of the Lulu execute. And right here I'm just gonna hard push. They're fighting us, but as you can see right here I'm not fighting back, and this is important. I'm not trading with them. They are getting damage because I'm going rocket form, but I'm actually hitting the backline of the minions. So right here, I'm hitting the backline of the minions, and I'm still trying to push. Lulu is fighting here, but I'm just ignoring that. I don't want to fight. I don't want to risk dying here. I just want to set up the cheat recall as planned. So yeah, right here I hard pushed under the tower. I pinged the Lulu to back because I'm recalling, and she should have seen that I was recalling. She should have backed off as well. I don't really get why she was trying to 1v2 there. But yeah, and she dies. That's really unfortunate. That's what you actually don't want to happen. But as you can see, the Ezreal had 12 CS. And I already had 15 CS, and I'm already on my way back into the lane. So by the time I get back into the lane, they will also have pushed this wave back into my tower. I will only have lost like 2 CS, but the Ezreal has lost way more because they were fighting me, and I was just focused on pushing. So not only do I have the CS lead, I also have an item advantage because I have a Cull now. And because Lulu died, which is unfortunate because the Ezreal got the kill. But because she died, I'm gonna get a solo XP from the wave that's pushing into my tower now. So I'm gonna be ahead, maybe not gold-wise right now because the Ezreal got a kill, but imagine Lulu not dying here and just recalling late. Then I would have gotten a gold lead, an item lead, and an experience lead. So this is about the best way I could have shown you an example of the cheat recall when people are trying to fight me. You don't want to fight back, you don't want to trade, you just want to focus on getting that third wave into the tower to give you the cheat recall. Alright, so now the second situation is a cheat recall when you both have to leash. So as you can see, we're at blue buff because I'm gonna leash for the Silas. Now normally I'm very friendly to my junglers because I leashed until their buff has like 400 HP. But as I want to set up a cheat recall, I'm gonna leave a little sooner. So I'm leaving at 740 HP, almost double as I normally leave at. So then I'm gonna go to lane. All I want to do here is just slow push the wave here. We're also like harassing the Lucian because we don't want him to push to match the push. So every time he gets closer, we're trying to auto attack him, just like that, while we're not trying to push too hard. Actually right here I'm pushing a little too hard, but I don't think it matters too much. Also because these two minions are about to die, and that's when we got the slow push back. I probably pushed these two minions a little too fast, but as for now it's okay. Right now I want a hard push and it doesn't seem like I'm really doing that. That's quite a tiny mistake. Should have started hard pushing sooner. Alright, but this is fine. So yeah, I pushed the wave. That's 4 minions and a cannon minion. That's a lot of time they need to kill those and push it back all the way to my tower. So by this time I'm just gonna buy a cull, get back to lane, and let's see how... Okay, right here. So right here we're even in CS, but I do have a cull and they're gonna push the wave to me. So as you can see, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like 6 minions here and 5 minions on my side. So, and we're already even in CS. I'm maybe gonna lose these 2 minions here, which means I have the Lucian has a lead of 1 CS, but that doesn't compare to the fact that I have a free cull now. So yeah, this is a second example. Just we both had to leash, and then we were slow pushing while trying to stop them from matching the push. And this is easier when you have karma support, of course, but you also always want to go and try to go for a mini trade when they're getting too close to your minions. So now for the third situation, we have setting up a cheat recall when no one has to leash. So as you can see, Shyvana is at blue buff, not red buff, so I don't have to leash. I'm just gonna go to the lane to try and set up the cheat recall by hitting the first minion a few times. Or you can also hit the caster minions 1 time, which is also fine. But right here, we can see that the Ashe is trying to push as well. So what we're doing here is just to match her push, but we're gonna try and push just that tiny little harder. So as you can see, they have 1 minion, I have 2 minions. This is kind of the perfect match. We're slow pushing just a little harder. notice how we're not really fighting them. We could have gone for auto attacks, but then again the Yumi would just have healed, and I know it doesn't matter because you're gonna recall anyway. You can lose HP and mana, it doesn't matter. But at the same time, I was just gonna I was just focusing on getting this wave under the tower now. So yeah, this is where we're hard pushing, killing these minions as fast as possible, sorry, and using the zap for the cannon minion, and now recalling. If they were smart, by the way, they would have hold the wave, they would have tanked the wave in front of their tower, so they could have set up a freeze. But luckily it's gold MMR, so they don't really do that. At least not too often. You see it in gold, but... And as you can see here, I have 17 CS, Ashe has 16 CS, but they have more minions. It's gonna push to our side, giving me the opportunity to freeze, and giving me the CS lead as well, because now they have more minions than us, and Ashe had about the same CS. So yeah, this is the third situation. I hope it helped you guys. Please do give it a go, because you want to set up a cheat recall whenever possible, giving you that free lead, free advantage. So yeah, I wish you good luck trying it out, and let me know how it went down in the comments below. Cheers!